Hi guys, this is Raj Abbas with you, and it's my review for Mad Max Fury Road. Speaking of my masterpiece series, guys, I like Mad Max Fury Road a lot, and if you are visiting my house, I'm gonna make you watch this movie and I'm gonna feed you this movie. This movie is so amazing. It works on so many levels. When I saw this movie in theater, I was completely blown away, and my love for this movie is enormous. So that's why I'm reviewing it for you guys. Okay, let's begin with this. The story of the movie. It's all about survival. I mean, the setting of the movie is in post-apocalyptic future. Everything is going down to dust, and the way things are moving right now in this scenario, I think wastelands are not far away from us. Many reviewers didn't get this aspect of the movie, I mean the core of the movie, that this movie is the ugly face, is the ugly truth of whatever is happening right now in this world. Whosoever is having some resources, he's controlling the majority, he's controlling the people, especially suffering are for those people who are underprivileged. So guys, this wasteland, there are very few resources left because nuclear holocaust or nuclear war has just devastated the entire landscape of the world, and people are surviving. So in between there are characters, colorful characters, and this is one of the bad guys, and I like this guy. I'm gonna talk about this later. So first thing first, what really worked for me? Guys, this movie is beautiful. I mean, every sequence of this movie, it just seems like straight out of Frank Frazetta's paintings. Just watch these five still shots from this movie, and you would say just it's an art, it's a piece of art. Also guys, I really like R rating. I mean, R-rated gore movies I really like. I enjoy them a lot, and Dread is one of my favorite movies. Also Mad Max, Alien Covenant, the recent one. They have utilized gore and R rating perfectly in these movies. Deadpool also. Third thing, the action of the movie is really amazing. Each and every sequence is better than the earlier sequence. Those chases, they just don't end. They just keep on going and on. I also like The Road Warrior, and I think that movie also has very few dialogues in them, But in comparison with Mad Max Fury Road and The Road Warrior, there is no comparison at all. Both movies are directed by the same guy, George Miller. He's 70 plus years old, and the energy that guy has, wow. Hats off to you, man, wherever you are. God bless you, and I hope you are going to direct Mad Max Wastelands also. Second thing I really like about this movie, not just Tom Hardy's portrayal of this character Mad Max. Of course, I like Mel Gibson more, because the charisma Mel Gibson has, the crazy thing he is having in his genes. It's not over here, but Tom Hardy, you know, he's a great method and character actor. We've seen that in The Revenant also. And I think Tom Hardy's best character is Bane. I loved him as Bane. So Tom Hardy did justice to this character, but more than Tom Hardy, more than the main bad guy, I loved Charlize Theron. For me, the real heroes of this movie are the cars. I really like those cars. Each and every car has its own personality, and Max has this Interceptor. My favorite car out of all of these cars is the one which is the Giga horse, driven by the main villain. This car has a character, too much, I mean, weight to it, and it's like an unstoppable car. I just love that car. Apart from that, I also like the war rigs, the design of the war rigs. Those are this big, huge war machines for transportation of oil and all, or any kind of resources, and they are completely unstoppable. So guys, there is nothing that I didn't like about this movie. Everything about Mad Max Fury Road is top notch. Each action set piece is amazing and better than the earlier one. There's one particular action beat I like the most in this movie, in which Furiosa, she gets stabbed, and somehow she's still driving, and Max is on the other car, and they just look at each other. So the sequence was so powerful for me, and not just that, each and every blast, stunt choreography, hats off to all those stunt guys involved there. I mean, nobody acknowledges them. I really have great respect for stuntmen, especially. I mean, it's a occupation, it's a job. It's not just you just pay them and they would fall in all directions, get hurt and all. This is really a passion and very risky job. The stunts in this movie are really commendable. Leaping from one car to another car, especially that sequence where Tom Hardy is tied to the front of the vehicle. It's so mesmerizing, so amazing to see that. Each blast, they have captured it beautifully, and there is a huge theory behind this entire sequence and all. I believe the movie was roughly 3 hours plus, I've heard also, and somehow they narrowed it down to 2 hours or some minutes. This movie also has the best sandstorm sequence I've ever seen, the most insane one. The sequence unfolds in a very, dramatic way. Max's face is in the other direction, also Nux, they are driving in reverse. And once they survival their car, and then the camera pans towards that oncoming, what do you say, the sandstorm. It's so amazing. And then Max and these guys, what should they do? Should they stop or should they continue with the chase? If you examine that sequence properly, you would come to know that, okay, these guys are really insane. There's lots of things going on in their mind. There's sandstorm there, it's heading towards them. They don't want to stop. They just want to go headfirst into the storm. That is, pure cynical insanity that we are talking about right now over here. Mad Max is pure insanity. I enjoyed it a lot. Each and every sequence, I can just keep on talking about them. The bikers, the cars, the explosions, everything about this movie worked for me. Mad Max Fury Road just broke everything earlier happened. The shaky cam, that stupid way of filming action, close quarters. I mean, each and every action sequence is staged beautifully. And this is the reason we go to the movies. We don't have to process in our minds what's going on or how this thing unfolded. This is the biggest issue these days. I'm facing while watching a movie. I get headache. Too much choppy, quick cuts, and from one sequence transition to another sequence is so brisk and fast. I don't like that. I want my movies' action sequences to be staged properly, and I should digest them and I should clap for them. Of course, no movie is perfect if the main villain or the antagonist is an idiot or he is not on par level with the rest of the crew, the heroes or other guys. The villain of this movie, this guy was the villain of the first movie also, which I had seen long back, and I had no idea that this is the same guy, but once I studied about this, analyzed, started taking points, I came to know this is the same guy who has worked in the first Mad Max, Mel Gibson's Mad Max. Villain has done a commendable job. I really enjoyed it. Overall, guys, I can just keep on talking about this movie. Please do watch this movie, and I hope to see the Wastelands as soon as possible. And it would be great if George Miller is directing. Apart from George Miller, the next guy would be Mel Gibson. If George Miller is not directing that, please Mel Gibson do direct that movie, because recently I saw Hacksaw Ridge, and I was so blown away, and I was thinking that Mel Gibson has it. This guy surely knows how to direct a movie. Not just that, I also want Mel Gibson to come and join this universe. Mel, please come back and join Mad Max world, this Wasteland. We really do miss you, guy. Okay, guys, for me, in my books, Mad Max Fury Road is 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. Please do let me know which is your favorite Mad Max movie. You like the first one more or the second, or which one? For me, Fury Road obviously is on top. But I also like The Road Warrior. I think that was way well done as per that technology, and all the action is so gritty and brutal in that movie. The message of the movie, what I found out, is survive. No matter in which situation you are, keep going. There is a famous quote from someone that once you're going through hell, keep going, don't stop. This is my theory in life, guys. I have lots of motivational quotes for you guys. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of mine for Mad Max Fury Road. It is one of my favorite movies. Please do let me know, and please pardon if anything you didn't like. The editing style or chip chops here and there. The thing is, I've recently started and I'm getting very few time for this thing, but it is my passion to talk about movies, and there are really cool friend of mine. Whenever we get together, we talk about movies. There is Hassan, there is Rocky, lots of guys. So whenever they are around, we are talking about movies, and we love that. So, and this is a poster from the game. Okay, I played Mad Max game. I didn't like it that much. It wasn't okay, but just see the poster. Soon it's going to be here. This is the world, guys. It's all insane. How's the poster, guys? I hope you like the poster. So take care of yourself. Please do let me know the things I'm asking you guys. Bye. Masalam. It's really getting hot in here. See, this is Mad Max.